Will she start? Fire in the hole when you're ready. What's going on, guys? Welcome to JR Garage and welcome to the reveal video of this crazy modded and incredibly rare Audi R8. So let me catch you up to speed real quick here before we get showing you the car, all the damage, all the carnage, all the modifications, and of course the first startup to see if it'll run for the first time after being involved in such a terrible collision as I'm showing in these pictures. It was another late night at like 3 a.m. I was on my computer looking at crashed supercars, and I came across this thing and I was like, wow, a facelift Audi R8, those are pretty rare. It's got the competition package, carbon ceramic brakes, carbon fiber bits, and the diamond stitched interior. And then while I was looking at the interior pictures, I zoomed in and saw it was an incredibly rare gated 6-speed manual. So I'm like, wow, this car like can't get any better. But just then it got better, because I then swiped to the engine bay picture where I was greeted with an Underground Racing twin turbo package. So I did a little digging, and what do you know, this car is equipped with Underground Racing Stage 3 built motor twin turbo package. So not only is this car incredibly rare because of the manual and very collectible because I think it's only one of 30 ever made, but now on top of that, it's one of the fastest Audi R8s ever built because of what Underground Racing did for probably well over 6 figures to build that car like it is. So I saw this car and I'm like, perfect, I'm gonna win this thing, like I really want it. But like with any car you're bidding on, you have to have a set maximum bid. And the morning of the auction, my max bid was passed. So after it passed my max bid, I called my buddy Mark at AZ Cycle Parts because he buys these cars every day for his business. So I figured he already knew about the car, and sure enough, he's like, yeah, I'm going after it, I'm gonna bid, you know, higher on it. And then once he heard that I was interested in buying it, rebuilding it, he said, hey, like if I do ultimately win it and the damage isn't that bad, like let's rebuild this thing collaboratively, let's work on it together for our YouTube content and, you know, make this thing a monster once again. So I'm like, dude, I'm totally down. But on the flip side, if the damage is much worse than anticipated, he would just go through with parting it out and using all the parts for his business and selling them to all of his customers. But I'm hoping it's the first option where it's super light damage, it can be rebuilt, and we can return it to its former racing glory and all of its goodness. By the way, insurance paid out, I think, $270,000 when they totaled this car. And let's just say it went for a lot less than that. A lot less than that. So it would be a crazy rebuild at a great deal if this thing is able to come back together. So we're about to find out. I just pulled up to AZ Cycle Parts, so let's go inside. They already got a few body panels off, the wheels off. They are tearing it apart right now so that they can inspect the damage and see, you know, really how bad it is for the first time. And then we'll try to start it up, right? Let's go. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Great content like this is happening all the time. Don't miss out. Let's go. All right, here we are, AZ Cycle Parts, Phoenix, Arizona. Let's see if Mark's in here, and let's go check out the R8 for the first time. Boom, here we are. Mark, hello. Hey, good to see you again. I am very excited to see this R8. Is it in the back? Which R8? Which R8? Funny guy. Yeah, okay, I know you got 10 of them right now, but you know which one I want to see. What kind of power was this putting down again? I was trying to remember for the video.
1300 wheel.
1300 wheel horsepower before it was crashed. Well, I guess it still has 1300 wheel horsepower. It's just doesn't really work too well right now. This is definitely more engines than I remember last time. 3 whole levels, 10 shelves down worth of engines. Oh, I can see the R8 already. Look at all that turbo goodness in the back. Oh, I see, which R8, you know. You always got a ton of these things. That's what I was saying in the intro. You buy probably almost an exotic car every other day, I swear.
Pretty much, yeah.
Always something going down here. That's why I love swinging by, because it's fun to get content and see these, you know, perfect looking cars from one side, and then you go to the other side and it's completely crashed. Just like this car. We start from the front. Looks great. See, the auction picture, I think, started from right here. Yeah, it looked great from the first picture, and then I was like, why is this here? And then I swiped to the rear and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's why it was totaled. This is a really nice paint though.
Oh yeah.
Wow, do you know what color this is? I feel like I've never really seen this. Comment down below, guys. Do you know what color this is? Does it have a special name? I don't think I've ever seen it on an Audi R8. Oh, the carbon ceramic brakes.
So
wow.
The center console is the ticket.
Look at that. Oh my gosh, I was saying on the video when I saw that, I was like, no way. Because you never see the V10, especially the facelift ones. So rare. Crazy that no airbags went off.
The guy just spun it off the road.
Yeah,
and it just went in the dirt. If you haven't had 1300 horsepower,
you can get in some trouble.
You don't know how to handle it, like it's gonna go south real fast.
This is the result. Oh, yeah, look at all the mud. He went just flying off the road. Everything has to be torn down to see, you know, really what's wrong. They already started that process to save some time on the video. All the rear end stuff has to come off, all up here has to come off to really inspect. Oh gosh, I can already see the damage. Okay, we'll get to that in just a second, but we gotta appreciate this motor for a second. Look at this. What kind of, do we know what PSI boost this is running? I mean, like,
so this
20
is
pounds?
Stage 3 plus, so it's roughly 22, 24 pounds.
And how big of turbo? These are huge. Why, can we read a size off these? Oh, right there. Precision turbo, but it doesn't give a number.
They're probably 64s.
Is this thing fixable? Let's look at the damage.
It's looking questionable because the whole subframe is broken on the top and bottom.
Oh yeah,
so you can see it sheared off here. It shoved the whole suspension back here.
Oh shoot, yeah, it just ripped off right here. Completely cut. Oh my gosh. This is pretty bad. If you guys can see this, I mean, look, like this is not supposed to be raw metal just sliced off. Like, see all that fresh metal? That's because it just snapped right off. Oh dang. Yeah, what's that?
That's for the suspension. It's K&W suspension.
Yeah.
That one, that shock's bent.
Like, look at that, guys. It just sheared right off. Like, that is gnarly. And down here,
suspension.
All right, going over to this side.
This bolts to there.
Oh yeah.
It's just pushed up and separated.
Oh yeah, look, guys, it completely sheared right off. I need to see what it's normally supposed to look like. Oh my goodness, yeah. So this piece is supposed to be completely flat and straight, and then we go back over here, and that same blue piece, look at this, is completely pushed upwards, bent up, just sliced off where it's supposed to be. And then look at the upper bar, like I just showed you. It's completely bent out of whack, ripped off. Oh, this is not the super light, easy damage, just throw a control arm that I've gotten away with in the past. You should win on this as long as like the engine's good.
So should we see if we can get this thing to start?
At some point, I most certainly want to try to start. I told you guys we would try to start it, because that's like the big unknown. That's the biggest chunk of cash.
If that's bad, it's bad for us.
Yeah, if that engine's bad, this is not gonna be good. Man, look at this front end. Facelift Audi R8. One of the best looking cars ever built. How does the underbody look? Oh wow, still really nice.
Even if we were to fix this or could fix it, the drivetrain is going to have to come out because you're going to have to chop a part of the subframe off and re-weld it in. So,
oof, that's not good. Guys, I don't know. I hope you're commenting down below. Is this thing fixable? Or, you know, did the damage seal its fate? Is it going to be a parts car? Ugh. It's worth $300,000. You know, it was, I guess, you know, but damage is damage, and like, you can only do so much to repair a car, so it reaches a threshold breaking point, and we're about to find that breaking point as we tear a little bit more down. I'm at least glad that it went to a friend so that I could see it, because the curiosity would have killed me, because I'm just like I was wondering, you know, how bad really is the damage, and now certainly I know, and we're about to find even more of the damage as we tear more off. So let's get to it. Here we go. Now that I'm looking at the other R8, this is actually a really pretty blue as well. So which blue would you guys take if you had an Audi R8? Do you like the lighter, slightly more metallic, in your face blue? Clearly much brighter and lighter, or the darker, more low-key blue? What do you guys think? I really like both of them. So comment down below. This blue or that blue? Here are the panels that have already come off. Carbon fiber engine bay beauty panels. All the rear parts look pretty decent. Here are the wheels. Oh, they are HREs. These are sweet. On the car, they did look really good. Oh, shoot. That'll do it. You don't think he had like no, he didn't have like a tire blowout that made him lose control. That is most certainly the damage from
impact damage.
Yeah. These are super sick. Comment down below, guys, if you know like what model or design HREs these are, because honestly, I would totally put these on a car. They're probably super expensive. Totally just sent it, and these tires probably couldn't hold up. But he definitely needed our 888s. Okay, as you guys know, Mark does it all. This is his latest pickup. I think he's fulfilling a high school dream car fantasy.
I'm old.
Okay.
I'm getting that midlife, you know, nostalgia.
Oh yeah.
So
Perfect little midlife crisis car. You gonna rebuild this and just relive your glory days?
I'm gonna rebuild it. I'm gonna throw a supercharged engine we have on the shelf in it, and you know, go have some fun.
57,000 miles?
57,000 original miles.
Oh, it's actually really clean.
This is a 91, so it's the last year they made this 3rd gen body style was 92.
This isn't an LT1. LT1 replaced this?
Yeah, this is a TPI, tune port injection.
TPI. That's clean. He who dies with the most toys wins. All right, that's facts. You guys love guessing the body shells, so who knows what car this was originally before it was ripped apart. We're gonna play a little game. If you guess the 3 cars that I'm about to show you, I'm gonna pick one of those random guesses for a free t-shirt. So, this is car number 1. What car did this originally used to be? Ready? This is car number 2. What car did this originally used to be? Okay, I need a 3rd car. We know that one. That one's obvious. That's a Jeep. Oh, geez. This. Okay, this is car number 3. What car did this used to be? Just by the shell and the body. What's left? Okay? 1, 2, 3, ABC. The first person to guess all 3 correctly wins a t-shirt. Okay, and as a little bonus, this is car number 4. If you can identify all 4, then you're simply a god with cars, because this one's really tricky, but there's one little identifying mark that lets you know exactly what car it is. So let's see who gets all 4 right. Mark just said they're taking delivery of some cars, so let's take a look real quick before we try to start up that beast. Okay, check it out. The 2 latest cars to be parted out. Got a ZL1 and a Corvette Z06, it looks like. Aha, it is indeed a Z06. So this has the LS7 with 505 horsepower. And check it out, almost the same damage as the R8. Not as bad, but you can clearly see he slammed up against probably a curb. Not bad. I wonder if it has any mods. Does it have an exhaust? Yeah, of some sort. Whatever this is. Aha. Can you guys get a brand off that? I can't see it. Something though. Oh my gosh, look at that. What do you guys think? Can this be rebuilt? Okay, Mark, so you said you had a gamble that didn't pay off and you had something to show me. What is this?
This is from a McLaren 720S.
Okay, nice. Why is it not with the rest of the engine?
On this side.
This side, okay. What do we got? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Last time I checked, you're not supposed to see through a McLaren engine like that.
So that was a $50,000 loss.
That's unfortunate.
That one stings.
So you buy the car anticipating a good engine, which is the most valuable part of the car when you go to sell it, and now you pull it out and you get an engine that's worthless. Let's hopefully get on to a much better note by this R8 hopefully starting, and if it doesn't, then well, Mark's just gonna quit at that point.
I don't need 2 of these.
Exactly. All right, let's go see if the R8 starts. Moment of truth. Will it start up for the first time? He's hooking up the battery, jumper cables, giving it some juice. I'm hopeful that everything is okay. You know, I think most of the damage was frame stuff, suspension stuff, but the engine looks solid. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Wow, yes! Heck yeah! Oh my gosh! Look at the turbo right there! Oh shoot! Oh yeah, yeah. How many miles?
23,363.
That's pretty low. I wonder how many on the bill. Probably not a whole lot. Let's tear it down a little bit more and see what we can find.
I'll be waiting for a sign to light up, yeah. And your heart is out of sight. I just wanna feel mine. Hey, I could become the one for another one.
Yeah.
I don't think the frame's supposed to come off with it.
Yeah. All right, what do we got going on?
I mean, it's broken down here, which we didn't see before.
Oh, dang, more damage.
And that's like the under subframe.
That's the big one.
That ties into the whole engine cradle.
That's all one piece. It all goes throughout. The entire, you're right, the entire rear engine cradle and back here is all
one piece.
One piece. Does that seal the fate for this car, guys?
If you could fix it or want to fix it or not, you got to move the drivetrain out of it. Like, there's no getting around that, because even if you could cut it out and weld it and fix it, you can't have an engine in there. And
on top of it, you need an entire donor card to cut the entire rear section off. And with 1,300 horsepower, who would want a car that's been cut in half and welded together.
Exactly.
Oh shoot, this could do it, guys. I think that seals its fate.
I don't know if you noticed the shiny goodness under there. So that's the billet transmission mid case.
What does that mean?
A lot of money.
Sure enough, now with the right assembly off, we can still see some more damage. A couple things looked a little tweak in there. But also check this out. The crash bar support, like crush pieces, look, got straight up ripped out of their sockets on all the bolts. Oh, this one got sheared right off. So where do you know this is now fatigued and bent and compromised? So it's just like even more damage over here. And there's probably more in the front and the back as we pull things off. Okay guys, back in the car, ready to head out. There you guys have it, the crazy 1300 horsepower twin turbo gated manual facelift Audi R8. That's a mouthful. I don't know, I hate to say it, but it might be just a parts car at the end of the day. Like I said, if you guys change our mind in the comments, maybe something can be done, but with that much damage, that much work involved to fix it, it's probably just worth more in parts. You know, that's probably what Mark's gonna use it for. So if it does go down that route, I'll be sure to drop a link in the description below. If you saw any parts that you're interested off that car, the other R8, the ZL1, any of these cars, they're always live on their eBay page, ready for purchase. So hit that link down below if you're interested in anything, or just DM them on Instagram. That might be better. And just say, yo, saw the JR Garage video, or yo, JR Garage sent me, do you have this part or that part, you know, whatever. You can just follow their Instagram page to see all the cars that they have incoming. And then, you know, you want to hit them up fast when they get a car before, you know, the parts sell, because they turn cars quick. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a big like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you are new so that you don't miss content like this in the future.